Alright, so how to rebuild an Articat 250 shock specifically, or maybe just all Articat shocks in around the 1999 year, is you just basically take apart your old shock and your coil spring by prying off this piece from the top of the coil spring, and it'll be wedged in this area, and you'll just push down on it with a screwdriver, just compress the shock a little bit, and it should slide out, and it'll get caught on the spring a little bit, and you just have to compress the spring a little more and pull it out. And how to put it back together is you take your new shock, you take this piece which you pulled off the old shock, slide it down skinny part first over the top of the shock all the way down, and it'll get all the way to the bottom. Push it up against the bottom, put this big washer on, push that down. Make sure you clean your parts off if you have a bunch of oil and dirt on them. Mine did, and I just wiped them off a little bit. Then you'll put your coil spring on, and I have to clean that off a little bit. Just rubbing my glove over the inside of the coil spring because it's all covered in oil and dirt and leaves and shit. It doesn't have to be spotless. I mean, it's going on the back of the four-wheeler. It's going to be covered in mud anyways, so. And then put it back together, and you'll. Sorry, my camera died. I think where I left off is I didn't see my camera die, so I finished building the shock up together. I think where my camera died was I was just about to put this whatever this piece is here, this piece. And all you have to do is take a big flathead screwdriver, and there's a gap on the top of the shock here, and you just push back on the coil, and you'll get this started, and about halfway through, and you can tap it through with a rubber mallet or a plastic mallet, or a hammer if you're fine with it being a little gouged up. Doesn't really matter. It's a shock. It's gonna be covered with dirt most of the time anyways. So it's complete, and then all you have to do is just make sure you don't lose your little rubber pieces. I almost lost mine like 2 or 3 times.